Hey everyone! How's everyone doing tonight? I'm just waiting for some people to come on in, and then we'll get the tarot crystal party started. Hi Christina, if you're here, please say hello so I can check out the comments and make sure I can see the comments. Please, hopefully I can see the comments. Facebook is kind of wonky. Yay! Hi! Check out my hat. Isn't it cute? It was like the 12 days of Christmas, right? So I was like, I have to wear something like Christmassy and jolly and elfy and all that fun stuff. Loud and clear. Awesome. Good. Perfect. Hi, Judy. How are you? Thank you for joining us. I'm going to give it a few minutes before we start getting into the good, juicy part of the information session. It's almost as adorable as you. Christina, she's so sweet. Oh, hi, Joanna. How is everyone? I know. My boyfriend Blair was like, oh, that's the one you need to wear. So, yeah, I'm going to wear this one. We'll see how that goes. How is everyone doing tonight? I'm so glad this week is over with, aren't you? I'm ready to hit the weekend running and put the past in the past and get started on the fun weekend. Hi, Victoria. I'm going to give it a few more minutes. I know it's early, so just sit back. If you have any questions, start thinking about the questions. Christina says it's a long week. I agree. It was very long. I'm ready for a break. If you have any crystals you want to talk about, go grab your crystals real fast and we'll try to figure out what is going on with those if you have any questions. And I can read the comments. So hi Lynn, hi Rachel. Welcome to the group. So if you have any particular questions on crystals, make sure that you write them down or remember them so we can talk about them. Aw, thank you, Rachel. So give me some hearts up. We have 7 people watching so far. So give me some hearts if you guys use crystals as a tool in your tarot reading. So give me some hearts, some love, some thumbs up. Some yay, hey, yeah, I do. Awesome. Flowers. Oh, that's a little flower. Check it out. Love it. And give me some hearts up if you are new to using crystals in tarot and you want to learn more about them. We are all new to the crafts at one point, so please don't be shy and don't think that any question is a dumb question or a ridiculous question. We are all here to learn. We are all here to connect. So all of us were newbies. Look at all the hearts. All of us are newbies at one time. So don't be afraid to ask any questions and thumbs up. Love the thumbs up. All right. So it is 8:03. We will get started at 8:05. I'm a Taurus, so I like to start on time. Even though I am a pagan, I do not believe in pagan time. Joanna's new to crystals. Awesome. We got some good stuff to talk about today. So we'll get started in about a minute because we are on a time schedule. So Christina likes to crack the whip with us. She's like, no, you have to be in a time schedule. What are you talking about? You can't go over with. She's kind of a tough cookie. So she's our fearless leader and we love her. So, any questions? Oh, Taurus, baby, I know. You guys should feel sorry for my boyfriend, right? Feel sorry for my boyfriend because he has to put up with my stubbornness. So, got to give him some kudos, I suppose. So, just to introduce you to me and my little witchy woo-woo world, my name is Madam Z, Susie Zern, or Susie Zern, AKZ, Madam Z. Doesn't matter to me. I'm all the same. And I am a life empowerment coach for females, and I use the modality of tarot and witchy woo. I am a 2nd degree high priestess, so I have run many groups, many covens, many classes, and I incorporate and teach females how to use the magical, powerful world of manifesting and witchy living, an earth-centered based type of religion, and bringing that type of modality and spirituality into your life and making your life super powerful, and pretty much you're in control of your life. So that's what I teach. That's what I do. Oh, thanks, Kim. Hi, Kimberly. So that's a little bit about me. So let's get started. I'm so glad you all are here. I'm so glad that you guys took some time out of your busy Friday to spend some time on our sacred space today and learn about tarot and crystals. Yay! So let's get started. I want to talk about the crystals. I am a crystal fiend. This right here, it's a big, huge chest. You probably can't see it, but it's full of crystals. This is full of crystals, and then you can't see way back here on the screen. Full of crystal. That's my crystal ball way over there, if you can see it. And I have crystals all over my house. When you come into the house, my pathway is lined with rose quartz. So when you come in, everybody gets blessed with the love and light and healing of rose quartz. So I am a firm believer in crystals. And Christina wants to know, what is your favorite crystal? Right now, and this is funny, and you will find this, and I want you to pay attention to what crystal you connect with right now, and write that down and journal it. What aspects of that you like, the color, what you feel, the emotions. Is it calming to you? Is it chaotic to you? Do you feel energized when you hold it in your hand? I want you to journal on your favorite crystal intuitively, not what is in the book. I want you to do this intuitively. And I want you to keep a running journal. And it's funny that Christina asked me that, because I started off my practice 15, 20 years ago. And crystal is the gateway to woo-woo. I'm just trying to tell you right now, be prepared that you're going to spend some money on crystals and woo-woo, because it's addicting. So I started off using amethyst, and I just love that stone. But over the years, I started incorporating different other stones into my practice, and I just expanded my knowledge. I just went with my gut feeling. I went with what they felt to me when I had them in my hand, how they vibrated, how my hands felt, warm, cold, and I just expanded my knowledge. But it's interesting, because I am cycling back through again to my favorite is amethyst, and it's taken me about 10 years to come back full circle. So it's kind of like the wayward, son, or the prodigal son, where you leave home and you're on this spiritual journey, and then you circle back around to your home. And it's just odd. It's just odd for me, because I was like, yeah, I remember that stone. I love that stone. So it's like I'm home again, because that's where I started at, is in amethyst. Amethyst is my favorite. I have amethyst all over the place. Elizabeth says amethyst is my favorite. Yes, it's a great stone to start off with when you're learning stones and when you're learning tarot. Lynn Smith says, I picked out my crystals the same way, how they feel, vibrate. Correct. So you want to, trying to remember, you want to pick it with your receiving hand. So you want to pick your stone, close your eyes, and pick your stone under your receiving hand, and actually meditate and actually feel the stone before you pick it up. You completed the full journey. Oh my God, Rachel, you're so true. You're so right. That is so true. True statement. So, all right, I want to get started and give you some tips. I've got all my crystals on my table, so we're going to talk about all that, and the different ways to use them, and what they are, and how to connect with them. So, and I have my tea, hibiscus tea, because I talk a lot and my throat gets sore. I'll try. So, I want to talk about what crystals I use and what I recommend you use when you want to cleanse your deck, when you want to, yeah, it's a great thing. When you want to do a reading, what crystals I use, my top 3 crystals that I use. Hi, Marissa. when I do a reading, what's on my actual table. So you're like, what is going on behind the scenes? What do tarot readers do behind the scenes? What's on their tarot reading table? So I'm going to give you some insight to that. Judy said, it might be cool to see how the stones match in each numerology stage you were in, and each time of my year. That's amazing. You're true. That's, yeah, that would be cool. My first one is, of course, what I have on my reading table. What I start off with is a chunk of amethyst, and I'm going to show you. I have got tons of chunks of amethyst, so we're going to go over some of them. Now this is a rough one, and this is just a chunk of, I hope y'all can see that. It's just a chunk of amethyst. Okay, and amethyst is great for opening your third eye, your crown chakra, connecting with spirit, and it also helps you balance your left and right brain out. So when you do a total reading, you get a complete reading. You get the male energy, you get the female energy. Okay, so it's great for meditation. It is great for opening your third eye. It is great for calming. So when you're doing a tarot reading, okay, you want to try to connect with spirit on a higher level, opening your your third eye up, so that way you can receive messages that you need to give to your client. So I always start with amethyst on my table, and another thing that I do is I place my amethyst on top of my tarot deck, and that cleanses it, charges it, and also infuses it with the energy of amethyst. Now, I want to make sure that you know, I love this amethyst, that, you know, we talked about meditation, right? And using amethyst is great for calming and meditation, because let me tell you, when you're a professional tarot reader, you will get some not so calm and adjusted and balanced clients. So when they see these rocks and these gemstones and crystals on your table, it will help them to connect and just bring down their energy. Okay. Another one that I have is this one. Y'all can see that one. And another one that I recommend you do is also, you can get a pendant of amethyst, any kind of stone. You can get it rough or polished. I don't have any polished amethyst. Well, I do, but it's in my actual box that I read tarot in, so I didn't bring it out. Your cluster looks like fandoms. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I spend way too much money on crystals. It's just a thing for me. So we talked about meditation, right? And I want to talk to you about, because people are like, oh, I'm so sick of meditating. I don't want to meditate. I hate the whole world meditate. Blah, 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 blah. No one likes to do it. And meditating is hard. But meditating is not necessarily just sitting down, closing your eyes. You can meditate in a swimming pool. You can meditate coloring, painting, pottery, gardening, walking. Meditating is just getting out of your left brain and bringing in more right brain energy, more female energy. It doesn't necessarily have to mean you have to sit there and be still like that, because sometimes it's hard. Just do stuff that gets out of your left brain and brings more stuff into your female intuition, opening your eye up, whatever that is to you. It may not necessarily be traditional meditation, but use that amethyst crystal. Rachel, I love rough so much more. I used to start off with polish, and then I'm doing more rough. It has the same properties. It's just whichever is pleasing to you. And Marissa is great definition of the meditation. Oh, thank you. So let's say you have a client. Okay, he's coming in. You're reading. You know, sat your little amethyst on it, right? So it's been charging. It's been all meditating. It's been all, you know, infused with the energy. And then you have your client come in, you have it on your table. What else can you use besides amethyst? So selenite is another wonderful thing. I'm going to show you a picture of, not a picture, but a couple selenites. This is my selenite sphere. Y'all can see that. There you go. Selenite sphere. And I just knocked over my Hecate altar, and she's probably going to be mad at me. So we'll have to deal with her later. And this is my selenite wand. And you can get selenite slabs, and this is just the selenite pencil one. And I do the same thing, is I just place it on my card to infuse it with that energy. Now, to me, selenite is very white light type of energy. It kind of like cuts through everything because it's real sharp, but it's also soft. So to me, it's more of a cleansing, gentle kind of thing, but you know, it cuts through everything, kind of a piercer to me. And it also connects with your third eye because and your crown chakra. So but it also, because the way the vibration is and the level the vibration is, it is great for connecting with angels. So if you read angels, or you work with angels, or you're an angel reader, tarot reader, this is the gemstone that you want to use. Selenite. Great for that. Keep that on your table. Kimberly says, Rachel says, do you recommend scrying on a sphere or looking glass? This may be off topic. If you're doing it through a crystal ball, okay, I would recommend doing it and putting a candle behind it so you can scry and see the mirrors. If you're doing it through like a black one that you can't see through, then I would recommend scrying like on the sphere, but it's kind of harder for that. You have to like squint your eyes and really concentrate on that one. So it's a lot of practice. Both are great. Both is just whatever you prefer. Okay. I know a lot of people scry on balls. This is another one that you can scry on. This is a fluorite, actually, if you can see that. And they scry on these kind of crystal balls. You see the purple striates and the stripes. That's a sphere. So it's just a personal preference. Either way, it's going to give you great results as long as you start practicing and you hone those skills in. And Kimberly says she loves selenite probably because I only own a big chunk and sphere. They're fun to hold. Yes, they are. Selenites, you can come in slabs. And the interesting thing about a slab is you can actually line up all your cards on there, and it infuses it at one time, or all of your crystals, or you know, whatever you need to do. It's great because it has tons of room on it, so you can pile stuff on there and just cleanse the crap out of it. So that's another thing. Any other questions? I love it. Part class, part holiday wish list. Oh, I know, right? Oh, sorry, y'all. Sorry, because y'all are going to spend some money. So another one that I use is, let me see, citrine. Okay? And I want you to be careful with citrine. Citrine is a powerful cleanser and regenerator stone. So, you know, we always talk about you have to cleanse your deck all the time. You have to set it out in the moonlight. You need to cleanse it and sage it. The cool thing about citrine is that it's a self-cleansing stone. So here's and I'm going to give you some insight on this. Here's citrine. I have a couple pieces of citrine. This is a lighter citrine. You can see it. And this is a darker one. Now, I want you to be aware of this. You want to try to get the natural citrine and not the heat-treated citrine. Heat-treated citrine is like they take amethyst and put it in the oven. And usually you can tell because it's super, super dark. Like this. This is probably amethyst that's been treated to look like a citrine. And this is probably a truer citrine. It's kind of a lightest yellow, if you can see. Now, and when using that during reading, it infuses the reader and your card and yourself with happiness, joy, gets rid of anxiety. It's like a sunshine stone. It's a happiness stone. So when your reader comes in to see you and it's kind of heavy a little bit, you want to uplift their mood, start holding some citrine. Start putting some citrine on the table. And here's another tip I want to give you. When you have a reader that comes in and sits down, place some crystals under the table and under the chair that they're sitting in, so they, you know, infuse that type of energy into the reading, into their body, from their root chakra up to their crown chakra. They probably won't even notice that it's there because it's going to be right under the chair. So you want to start infusing your client with light and love and positive energy and getting rid of the negative energy, and infusing them with truth and infusing them with speaking their truth and letting go of anxiety and fears. So start thinking of putting crystals under the reader's table or the chair. So help your client infuse that. So we talked about citrine and amethyst, selenite. Now, okay, so you're done reading, okay? And we're going to get some clients that come in, like I said, are probably unbalanced or kind of like out there, and you're like, you need some help. And you, as a healer, we absorb a lot of negative energy, and we absorb a lot of energy that comes in from the reader. Wait a minute, let me check. Rachel says, is there a specific time you should charge your cards? I charge them in the moonlight. Now, I want to go back a little bit before I forget. We talked about citrine, right? It's been a self-generator. If you put a chunk of citrine or a little citrine point, this is a citrine, what did I do with it? This is a citrine point. If you keep this on your card, in your tarot bag, on your table with your other crystals, it will cleanse it automatically. You don't have to worry about doing anything special to it unless you feel that there's a huge negative, you know, reading and you want to do the extra cleanse, then go ahead and do it. But if you keep a chunk of citrine close to you in your, like I said, in your tarot pouch with your cards, it is self-cleansing, cleansing. So you don't have to worry about it unless, like I said, unless you feel that there's a dark type of heaviness that needs extra cleansing. So I always keep amethyst chunk in mind, and I always keep a citrine chunk in mind, so that way it's self-cleansing and I don't have to worry about it. Okay, so back on track. Back on track. Cheers. So we talked about what we use. Is everybody with me? Give me some hearts, some thumbs up, some hey, I'm okay, I get you. Make sure that I'm coming through and making sense to you guys. Yeah, I got some thumbs. Okay, awesome. So we're on the same page. You guys are good. So now that we have done our reading, okay, and let's say we had a client that come in and, you know, really heavy stuff, and, you know, you'll just, like I said, as healers and as people who are empaths, we absorb a lot of that negative energy. So now you're like, what do I do with this? What do I do with this energy? It's just like, right, deflating you. And you've got this other client coming in 10 minutes. Oh shit, what do you do? These are my stones that I go to. This is my absolute favorite stone. This is a black tourmaline. And I love it because it's very grounding. It gets rid of negative energy. And I love it because it's all like chunky and, you know, cliffy. Like, is cliffy a word? I don't even know if it's a word. It is now because I said it. But it's all jagged and like, get the fuck away from me kind of thing. I cuss a lot. I'm sorry, y'all. So this is my go-to stone when I need quick grounding. Because what you do after that kind of reading is you want to ground yourself. And it comes, you can get different kinds. I have a big, huge chunk of it over there. You probably can't see, but it's right there. And I have a medium-sized one, and then you can get little ones like this. So they come in different sizes. Another one that I like, and that is super great for grounding. Okay? Super, super great for grounding. The reason why I like it so much is because it's great for protection. It absorbs negative energy. And when you have someone come in that has that kind of reading, you like want to get rid of that really, really fast. And that is my go-to stone for that. Now, another one you can use is smoky quartz, and I've got a couple of smoky quartz. What do I do with my big, huge one? There it is. This is a smoky quartz, and this is a polished one. You can use that for grounding also. It's to me, it's more of a gentler kind of grounding. This one, the hematite, is like bam, in your face. We are going to ground you out and get rid of this negative energy. This is for powerful stuff. And I use this a lot at fairs when I'm reading because I don't know who's going to be coming into my seat next. I don't have control of that environment when they come in to see me when I'm working at a fair. So this is always on my table. Okay, and this will actually keep away people who don't believe in tarot, or people who are kind of just want to be like, yeah, I don't believe in this stuff, so I just want to debunk you. We don't want to deal with that energy. We want to attract the ideal client, right? Yeah, it's pretty smoky. I love it. And here's a smoky point. These are all connected with your chakra, your grounding chakra. So this helps you ground also. Now, I want to show you my big chunky one. This is the one I got in New Mexico. Freaking love this one. This is my huge smoky quartz one that I absolutely freaking love. This is on my table in my house, on my coffee table. So when people come in, they know that they're going to be cleansed whether they want it or not. So as you can see, it comes in different forms. You can get I call them spikes, okay? And this one's got probably some Akashic records on it. Akashic records is a whole other thing. You can get them polished. You can get them rough. You can get them in points like this one. So this is great for grounding, but it's also more of a gentler grounding kind of thing. And another one is jet and onyx. And these are little bitty ones. I don't know if you can see these that much. They're kind of hard to see. Jet and onyx. It's another one. Cool. So these are always going to dispel negative energy also. So any questions so far? Any questions on what's going on? Now the black onyx is great for giving strength. And it's great when you're doing like a past life reading kind of thing. It connects more of that type of energy. So it's a good stone to get when you're doing past lives. So Rachel says, I love my onyx and my black moonstone. I have a black moonstone that no, I don't. I don't have a black moonstone. I have, I think it's a white something moonstone. Speckled moonstone. I have that one. So let's talk about, you're like, hey, I don't have any of these stuff, right? I don't have any of this stuff. I don't know what I'm doing. I can't spend a lot of money. You know, so let's talk about other stuff we can do. What stone do you recommend for mediumship and tarot readings? To me, it would be the spirit quartz for mediumship because it helps you connect with spirit and the other side. And it's kind of a light purple. And also selenite. And anything that's going to open your third eye is what I would recommend for tarot readings. Now, So let's say you don't have any of this stuff, okay? What is my go-to? What you should start out with if you don't have any of this? Clear quartz crystal, hands down, winner all the time. Okay, that's going to get rid of everything. So it's an amplifier, it's a creator, it's a cleanser, it's a grounding stone. It opens up your crown chakra, your third eye. Don't miss my border. And this is one of my clear ones, clear quartz. If you don't have anything else, start your collection with the clear quartz. This is your go-to, and I'm going to give you some other ones. It comes in so many different varieties. I'm trying to get this right for y'all. There. And you can do clear quartz. This is my huge one that I have. Generator. This is a tower. And every time I'm doing spell work with tarot or I'm doing a huge reading, I will put this in the middle of it, my cards, to amplify the reading and to amplify me receiving messages. And this is, don't be afraid, it's a phallic sign. But this is my other huge one. This is a twin one that I use. So if you don't have anything else, get a clear quartz. Start with that. That is my, go-to. If I'm on the run and I have got to grab something and I don't have time to look for anything, clear quartz is it. That's the one I will go to. And you can get them in like little palm stones, teeny tiny ones. So clear quartz for that. Now, what about? Because I know I have the spirit quartz on my desk. Yes. With angel ores, then got Akashic records and angel oracle readings. Yes, definitely yes. Lepidolite is another one, and this is a lepidolite. That's a deep purpley kind of color. That's a good one also. So let's talk about other ways to infuse these types of energies when you don't have the capability or the space to haul this crap around, because it is heavy. When you're doing a reading, especially when you're vending, you're doing your reading at fairs, at markets, it's a lot to carry these stones around. So I want to give you some tips on how I infuse oils with crystals, and then I just take a little vial of it like that with me, especially when I don't have a lot of space and I don't have a lot of room. So you can infuse them, and this is my own special recipes. I don't know if you can see it, but this is my amethyst oil. And it is infused. It's got all kinds of other stuff in it too, but this is infused with chunks of amethyst at the bottom. And then this is my, oops, I burned myself, my rose quartz one. And it has tons of rose quartz at the bottom and other stuff. And then I have my selenite one. And you can probably see selenite maybe at the bottom. So let's say you're doing a reading, right? And you don't have room, or you don't have, enough, you just can't carry all these stones around. Start infusing your oils. And that way you can anoint your hands, your wrist, your third eye, your pressure points, your cards. You can anoint your table, all the four corners of it, with your oil. You can, anoint your cards with it. You can anoint your area in it. So that way you don't have to be carrying around these huge, heavy stones, okay? But you still have the infused power of the stones in the oils. It's just makes it a little bit more portable for you guys. There's always sprays that you can infuse with these gemstones if you want to do more sprays. So I want you to start thinking of ways to infuse I guess, objects and stuff with just the energy of the stone, but not having to carry the stone, because I know sometimes they can be really heavy. So start thinking about oils and sprays and anointings, and that you can infuse this type of energy in it. Now, I want to give you some tips on the what stones you should use for what readings. So you have a client that comes in with love. I have a love question. I need some love answers. What's going on with my love life? Rose quartz. Great stone to get when doing love reading. Okay, it invokes love, light, happiness. Very sweet, sensual stone. So it would open up your love chakra, which is your heart chakra, and sometimes it's green, but for me it's always been pink. I don't understand why it's green. For me it's always pink. But doing a love reading, let's enhance your love readings with the powers of rose quartz. Now, the next one is going to be, what do I do with my career? Where's my money going to? I need some information. I need some guidance on prosperity. The next one is going to be what I would use is adventuring. Green adventuring. Great for abundance, prosperity, health. Okay? Anything of a green stone is wonderful for prosperity and abundance readings, career readings. So those are some stones that I use on my table. So we're about 36 minutes in. So I'm going to open the floor up for any questions, and then I'm going to pull some cards for you so we can talk about some stuff. I'm going to be using, before we start, I want to recommend some good books for you and some tarot cards on crystals. This is the Crystal Reading Oracle deck that I highly recommend for beginners if you're starting out. Okay, and I'm going to pull some cards from this deck. And it comes in like a little thing. And I already have the box out, and this is the back. Great. And then, I know everybody makes fun of this series, but I'm telling you it's a good series, the Crystal Bible. Anything by Judy Hall, she's amazing. You cannot go wrong with her. Anything by Judy Hall. And now they have the Crystal Bible 1, 2, 3 out. Maybe they have the 3rd version. But get a Crystal Bible. I'm telling you, it will change your life. Okay? So, any questions or anything so far? Is everybody okay? How do y'all feel? And I wanted to give you all some information too. If you guys do pendulum work, you can use any of these stones for pendulum work. If you have a love reading, get a rose quartz pendulum. If you need a client that comes in and says, hey, I feel I'm being attacked, spiritually and emotionally, what can I do? Get a black onyx or smoky quartz, pendulum. You can infuse this in so many ways in your life than just tarot. I specialize in tarot. I specialize in witchy woo kind of stuff, so I've been doing this for many, many years. So I want you to think about ways that you can infuse the crystals, the power of the crystals, the energy of the crystals, into your everyday life, into your practice, whatever your practice is, whether it's Reiki, whether it's oracle cards, tarot reading, cleansing your chakras, or readings. You can use crystals to enhance any of your healing, work. So don't just make it about tarot. I love tarot. It's my modality. That's what I studied. That's my go-to. But I want you to expand your mind, expand your horizons, and think outside the box in ways you can infuse these types of energies with your everyday life, everyday world, and how you can help your clients with the powerful energies of the crystals. All right, so any questions with anybody before I start pulling some cards? It is 8:40, so we're in 40 minutes, so we need to wrap it up a little bit before Christina starts cracking the whip on us. It's like, you're going over your time. What are you talking about? We talked about this. So I use the oils a lot for anointing myself when I do tarot reading. The smell of it gets me in a headspace. It gets me centered. So any of this will help with you. And I want you to try it. So let's pull some cards. I don't see any questions coming in, so I think we're good. I'm going to be pulling some from the crystal card deck. And let's see what we got. So any questions about that? Smoky quartz is another good one that you can use for grounding and for courage. And here's what tiger's eye looks like. All right, let's see what we got. One of my other favorite stones is labradorite. Take action. This is what, just to give you an idea of what this stone looks like. It's very shiny and it's very what I call flashy. You can get slabs that aren't that aren't polished, but this is a very strong stone. It's kind of bluish, goldish. It'll flash. I don't have any. I just sold my last labradorite sphere. This is a card of moving forward, taking action, and also, and I want to pull a card from my Everyday Witch Tarot. So if you've been sitting on the fence about something or not moving forward and kind of blasé about stuff and kind of like, I don't want to do it, I need to do it, I don't want to do it, this is a time for you to start taking the energy of labradorite and moving forward, getting unstuck in your life, okay? Especially with the new year coming up, everybody wants to know, setting, you know, resolutions. Judgment. We got to get moving, folks. We got to get our life in order, and we've got to heed to our calling in life. No more sitting back. No more letting things just pass us by. Now is the time to take action. Now is the time to get your business started and moving in the right direction. Now is the time for you to listen to the universe and get your, pardon my French, ass in gear off the couch. Let's make this happen. Let's make 2018 a wonderful, wonderful year for us and our healing practices. So if you want to use the energy of labradorite, you can get a labradorite sphere, a labradorite ring, a labradorite piece of jewelry. So that way it can be infused and it can be on you at all times, and that way it can remind you that, yeah, I need to do this. I don't need to, you know, keep this on the back burner anymore. I need to put my life in action, which is this card. We got to get moving, folks. So, all right, is any other questions before we sign off? I have a great, wonderful gift for you. It's a free gift. It gives you some insight on my crystals that we talked about, what I use, what the properties are, and all kinds of tips and tricks on how I use those types of crystals, my favorite crystals, and anything witchy-woo crystalline stuff. So I should have somewhere around here my link. So if you're interested in getting my freebie, which is from me to you on this wonderful 12 days of Christmas giveaway, please click on that link and that will take you to the download. And you can get that free gift for you that I gift for you. So, and I am so thankful that Christina has opened this up for us so we can spend some time together. I'm so thankful for that. And we have some wonderful people that's going to be teaching the 12 days of Christmas giveaway, some wonderful insights. So please keep in mind on your calendar who's coming up, who you want to spend time with, who you want to learn from, because we are just a bunch of wonderful teachers in this group. So I think that's it for now. Any other questions before I go? Make sure you start your list on getting your crystals. It's, Christmas. Yule time for me, it's Yule. For Christians, it's Christmas. So for me, it's Yule. So happy Yule, everyone. I am heading out on vacation in the next 2 weeks. So I'm looking forward for that. We're going on a road trip, and I will be looking for crystals shops and what I can bring home. It's interesting because people who travel usually come back with a shot glass or something. I come back with crystals and rocks, and I place them around my house, and that reminds me of, oh, remember that trip to New Mexico? That rock is, my memory for me. So if anybody else has any questions, I think I'm going to sign off, and don't forget to click on the link to get your free gift from me. Thank you, Christina. And I am going to send you off with love, light, and forgiveness. It is that time of year to start over again and start new with an open heart, open mind, and open hands. And that's it for now. Thank you for sharing space with me. Bye.